The year is 1985, and somewhere in the corn belt of middle America, there exists the small nothing town of Handel Creek in the midst of Halloween night. It's the kind of town you might comfortably call one horse. It's the kind of town where you're sick of it almost the moment you arrive. It's the kind of town where maybe sometimes you catch yourself saying something like, man, nothing ever happens in this podunk town. And most of the time you'd be right, until now. You're sitting in the back seat of Chuck Rivers' brother, presumably older brother's pickup truck. Chuck Rivers' older brother, Chuck River.
Jack.
This is the Chuck truck.
Yeah,
this is the Chuck truck.
The Chuck
You're
truck.
in the back of the Chuck truck.
Chuck.
Okay, the Chucks are getting less and less impressed with your Chuck songs.
Yeah.
Across from you
This
is
is
Mort,
bullying.
Peg, and Chuck himself, the man of the hour. You are sitting in the pickup in the tray, surrounded by Halloween decorations. Presumably, this is the truck that was being driven around town, decorating the streets. You can kind of just see, and they keep dipping out of view, the tail lights of the O'Neill's van as it carries your mummy friend away from you.
What do they want with the mummy anyway?
Chuck's like, maybe they want to sell it. I mean, I don't know. People like buying things.
Who's gonna buy a 1,000-year-old man who, no offense, smells like wet paper and swamp?
Peg's like, do you know that back in, in the olden days, people used to eat mummies? Maybe they want to eat them.
Why would they eat them?
I don't know. I don't know why they ate them, but they did.
That is the coolest fact.
You can see Mort has his head in his hands like this.
I say nothing to Mort. No, Mort can suffer. Shut up. No.
On Mort. He can just
Mort's
stuck to the plan.
I look and revel a bit in Mort's, clay face sinking steadily into the ground.
Mort!
No! No, poor us! Poor Ankhotep!
Spare a thought for Mort.
I will not.
I shan't.
You can see you're starting to lose sight of the truck. Can I get you to make a, let's call it, comprehend roll to try to figure out where the van is going? No, you're not losing sight of the truck, sorry, you're losing sight of the van. Comprehend mind. Comprehend. Some sixes. Oh, I didn't. Okay, maybe you're too busy staring at Peg Lively as she is bathed in the moonlight. Maybe you're too busy, Holly, staring at Mort and feeling a sense of superiority.
So I love it. I'm just looking at Peg being like, that was one fine-ass gremlin.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Halloween costumes. You can see Chuck probably actually isn't in a Halloween costume. He was too busy setting up the lights and stuff for the town.
No, he's
That's
got some
understandable.
fake blood around his
Yeah,
nose.
oh,
or
yeah,
something.
maybe he's just got two little vampire fangs, that kind of thing.
All the Chucks have the two little vampire fangs. You get a deal.
We Chuck suck!
It's great to imagine.
Chucka-suckers!
It's great to imagine the river matriarch or patriarch at the equivalent the drugstore or whatever, and just seeing pack of 400 vampire fangs being that's Halloween sorted. Kids, you're vampires this Halloween.
Cool!
We were vampires last year. Yep, I washed these ones.
The teeth are cheap. It's great to imagine the Chucks swarming the teeth like rabid dogs.
Arguing leaving. About getting the left and right tooth.
Both of you think that you're about to lose the van into the darkness, but Chuck, in your friend Chuck, he's maybe pokes his head up over the front of the pickup, and he kind of starts pointing and slamming the sides of the pickup where it's appropriate to kind of go left and right. It seems like he's got kind of a good beat of where he thinks the van is going. Chuck flumps back down. Maybe he's flumping down in between some pumpkins or whatever. I reckon they're going to the old car yard. You know, the one on the edge of town where they say, don't go in the car yard because you get tetanus.
But everyone's going on the car yard because, when you're 10, it's a dare, go in the car yard, outrun the car ghost.
Yeah. We all been to the car yard.
Jeez, what are we, amateurs?
Is the car ghost the ghost of a car? Please, I need an answer.
It is unclear, but
okay.
Yes. No, it's the ghost of a 1978 Dodge Charger.
Okay. So it's a Christine situation. Let me just write down ghost car in my notes. Yeah, good. Great.
Just the idea that you hear screams and honks and you're like, well, it's definitely a car.
It's
Halloween.
It's so funny as a thing because no matter what, you'll probably hear a car nearby if you're already expecting a car ghost.
Yeah. The rumor is that it's actually one of the river boys, just doing donuts out the front, scaring the shit out of everybody else.
Maybe as you're approaching, Chuck says to you, he's like, well, I don't know if you heard, but they upped security because of that. There's 4 or 5 junkyard dogs there now, And the dares, it's changed, and now it's go in there, pat one of the dogs, and come back out. And I've seen a whole bunch of kids with bites in the ass of their pants because of those dogs.
That sounds worse than the corn dog.
I do like the ghost car a lot better.
Hey, me too. Chuck loves don't get me wrong, he loves the ghost car.
We're going to go in there and find ghost ass.
You follow the van as it arrives on the edge of town, the outskirts of town. There's like no lights in the car yard at the moment. And you can't even really make out the van of the O'Neills. You know, just because of how the River Boys have been tracking them, that this is probably where they are, but you can't see the van at this moment. The only light is the town behind you, illuminated for Halloween. The River Boys pull up in their pickup, and you see Chuck have a conversation with the Chuck in the driver's seat. Turns back to you, and he's like, hey, they can't stick around for this. They got stuff to do in town, but this was kind of a favor I pulled. You understand?
It's all right, Chuck. Thank you.
Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck. Thank you, Chuck.
Hey, Charles, you keep yourself nice, eh?
Charles is one of the nicer Chucks, like he's in the better dressed Chucks.
Charles is in Mensa.
You hop out of the pickup, and the Chuck truck drives away. You're standing at the chain link fence of the car yard. The car yard is like a maze of old rusted cars. You think that this has been accumulating old burnt out vehicles for decades. They tower higher than the chain link fence into the sky, and you could hear precariously a creaking sound as the fall wind breezes through them.
Shush.
I don't believe in the car ghost. Where's my mommy?
Oh, now I want to bully you. Oh, no. That's going to set us back. No, I resist.
Hey, Frog.
Yeah.
You scared of the car ghost?
No, I'm not a baby.
You're not scared of the car ghost?
No.
Those big high beams bursting out of the moon.
Stop. Why are you doing this?
Honk, honk.
Peg, do you hear how mean is being?
There's no such thing as a car ghost.
Thank
Cars
you,
can't
Peg.
die. You're at the chain link fence.
The graveyard of cars, Peg.
Those cars are still they were never alive. It's not important right now. We gotta get
Right.
that mummy in there.
I gotta find it.
Mummy. What are you gonna do?
I forgot what his name was. I was gonna call him Ampersand.
Go find Ampersand, the mummy. What are you gonna do to get through this chain link fence? It's kind of like barred shut. You can see the gate section, but there's like a big padlock.
Is there a big
on it.
padlock?
Yeah.
Could a toothpick open up that padlock?
Oh, baby boy, it might be able to. Let's call that a...
Are you going to put it back in your mouth too?
Yeah.
I love that I took this toothpick to impress a girl. She hasn't noticed it once, and now I'm going to use it to save everyone.
Let's
Do you
call
reckon
that...
a wet toothpick?
I'll use the dry end.
Let's call that a tinker roll.
Oh, man. Oh, boy, my tinker is...
Yeah.
Shit.
that's
It's
really
so
bad.
good. It's no
Oh, come on. Just help Gil out.
No.
Oh.
You jam the toothpick in there, you wiggle it around, and immediately it occurs to you that cracking a lock or picking a lock is like something you have to train for, and you have no idea what you're doing.
Oh,
Yeah.
move! I'm going to try and use one of the tines on my shank fork.
All right, no worries. I'll get you to make a tinker roll.
Oh, I should have rolled with an extra dice because it's my toothpick.
Oh, yeah, you should have.
Nah.
Yeah, look, it's too late
It's
now.
funnier that it didn't work.
Okay.
No.
Both of you try to pick this lock, but it is occurring to you quicker and quicker that this is just not a skill you possess.
I thought you were good doing crime.
Other crime. I mean, no. Can anyone pick a lock?
Everybody, you turn around to everybody's like, oh, unfortunately, we just can't.
Can anyone smash a lock?
I could try. Chuck goes up and he tries to break the lock, but he doesn't have any like weapons or anything, so there's nothing he can really do
Hey,
to
Jackson.
smash the lock, yeah?
I pull out my lacrosse stick.
All right, please, let's call that a force body roll to slam your lacrosse stick
Plus
into
lacrosse.
the big
So
padlock.
2,
Yeah.
3, 5. Come on.
Come on.
Now, this is one of those tricky situations where I actually need 5 sixes.
No, you just need 2. Well, you probably,
What?
it's a wooden stick, so you probably need 2 sixes.
You got a wooden stick?
What's a lacrosse stick?
lacrosse
It's not
stick?
made
It's
of
wooden.
metal.
They're all made of metal.
Lacrosse sticks?
Probably not older lacrosse sticks.
They're hollow metal.
They've got the scoop in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that. No, that could be made of canvas. Not canvas. That could be made of wood.
This is a one-horse town. We ain't got no
Where
fancy
you get
lacrosse
these
sticks.
metal lacrosse sticks
We ain't
from?
got
My
them.
friends used to play lacrosse, and all the lacrosse sticks had warnings on them that are like, if you use this improperly, it could result in death.
Whoa!
I've kept that warning on mine, but made it bigger.
Oh,
6. Damn it, just 1 6.
you slam your lacrosse stick down onto the metal lock, and it just snaps a little bit further, and the lock remains unchanged.
Are you about to break your ticket to college?
Wait, are you breaking my stick?
Who are you saying that to? You're slamming it into the lock.
This is Tom talking to Jackson. Are you breaking my stick?
It's just fragile, so it may break if you slam it into the lock again. You'll probably be able to fix it, but it may break. It's up to you. You can give it another go, but one more failed attempt and you'll break your lacrosse stick.
How will I fix it?
Huh?
How do I fix it?
You probably just take it to school and they'll either fix it or replace it for you. All right, you're taking the risk. He's taking the risk. Break that lacrosse stick. 5. All right.
No, that's 4.
Come on.
Still can't count.
I get it. It's all good, dude.
6.
With an almighty cracking sound, your lacrosse stick breaks in two.
Oh, dang it!
You now have the scoop end, and you have just like a bit of stick for the other hand.
Oh.
Peg's like, you gonna be all right there?
Yeah, I guess.
Hold on, I'll fix it.
Okay.
I don't know how.
You secure it somewhere in your body, or are you gonna try and fix it now?
I'm going to make the stick part a shank.
Fixed. Chuck's like, well, we gotta get through this chain link fence somehow. Do we want to start looking for holes in it, or do we want to climb over it?
Let's try climbing.
All right, can I get everybody to make a move body roll to clamber over the top? Everybody starts climbing up. Mort starts climbing like a little spider, spindlily up over the chain link fence. And it's awkward and
I got a 6.
uncomfortable to watch. Holly, you climb up fine as well. You get your...
I got 2
2
sixes.
Right, well, you're an athletic boy. Maybe you can give a success to Peg, I'd say, if you'd like. You start climbing, and maybe you grab her by the hand, and you start lifting her up as well. And with some time and some awkwardness, all of you flump onto the other side of the chain link fence in the old car yard. It's very eerie and it's very quiet, and you can hear somewhere in the darkness ahead of you a quiet kind of...
What?
It sounds
That's
very
a dog.
distinctly like a dog.
It's a corn dog.
No, that's the car yard dog. We know about them.
Okay, maybe the corn dog snuck into the car yard, ate the other car yard dogs, and now it's real big and strong.
You can
Well,
see,
I'm the corn witch, so it's be fine.
you can see in the darkness 6 sets of eyes staring out at you, reflected by the light of the town.
Chuck, are you sure it was a bunch of dogs and not a big spider?
It's a bunch of dogs, and spiders have 8 eyes. Come on.
Like I go to biology. Come on, Chuck.
I hand hold back the
The lacrosse stick.
I hand hold back the lacrosse stick, and it's in 2 ends, and they're both pointy now. I fixed it.
Thanks, Frog. This is real nice.
Thank you.
All right, you've got 2 pointy lacrosse sticks. Maybe Chuck reaches down and he pulls out like a bit of jagged metal from the ground, a chain maybe, wraps it around his fist. Or if we find, trouble or whatever. I don't want to have to punch a dog today, but,
I will.
if push comes to shove, I'll punch a dog.
Just every morning he wakes up, he gets out of bed and goes, "No, I don't think I'm going to punch a dog today, but
if such a
will.
thing eventuates, I'll do it." Peg, Lively, and Mort, they do not have or possess any weapons, so they kind of hide behind the 3 of you.
I hand Peg my very sharp pencil.
Oh, Peg grasps it in her hand, and she comes around inside you, and you're all protecting, not of your own volition, Mort. Presumably, you wouldn't do this if Mort is just hiding behind you.
Yes.
you're good doggies.
One of them creeps out into the light, away from the shadow of the towering cars. You can see that these are angry-looking, like frothy-mouthed pit bulls.
Any chains?
You can see around this one's neck, no, but it does seem cautious when it's approaching you.
What are dogs scared of?
You gonna try and scare the dog?
Yeah.
I'll get you to make a charm roll then.
Can I support?
Yeah, make a lead roll.
I didn't roll one, but you know why, Jackson?
Yeah.
I'm the best. Fuck you.
You briefly look at Peg, and then you briefly look at Holly, and you're like, no, I gotta protect these two. And you stand in front of them, and you're like, get back. What do you say? What would you say to the dogs?
Hey, dog.
Oh.
Meet Hog. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hog, 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 hog.
The dog, for a brief second, goes like, you know, like that wide-eyed dog look where it goes real stiff, and then it scurries back
Yeah, you
into
better
the
run,
darkness.
dog.
You can see the other dogs scarper as well. It seems like presumably this was some kind of leader, and in frightening that one, you've made the other dogs flee.
Yeah, I'm the captain now.
That was really cool, Hall.
Yeah, Peg's looking impressed as well.
Your brother's all right sometimes, you know.
What?
Mort's like, yeah, but your dogs are still here.
Yeah, but they're scared of me now, Mort. I earned their respect. Have you never watched National Geographic?
I watch National Geographic every time it's on. It's not, what do you mean, watch National Geographic? It's a
Yeah,
magazine.
look, I regret the question that I asked.
Where's
Mort,
my mommy? Yes?
If it comes back, you'll just be bait.
What?
Let's go.
All right, are you going to...
Also, it ain't your mummy.
It's our mommy then.
Well, it's not our mummy either. He is a person.
He belongs to his sarcophagus.
We all put our hands
What
in your
is
middle.
He doesn't fit in your throat.
Oh, no. I give a look like, hang on, no, you're right. That doesn't make sense. I do not comprehend that I have learned a different word.
Are you going to investigate, try and explore the car yard?
We should look for some, like, tracks of a van or mummy tracks.
Are you going to split up and look for clues or stay together yourself?
We're gonna split together as a group or split up into small groups for antics.
I stay with Hall, though.
Yeah, okay. So you are splitting up. Great to hear.
No, this wasn't what I was thinking I was going to be doing.
Okay. Maybe you're like, well, obviously we shouldn't. And then Holly, you're like, let's split up.
Well, you don't think we should?
No, we should split
No,
up. But
we
I was going to split up with Peg.
What?
And you...
She can come with us.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Smack upside the head.
Okay, the three of you, you two and Peg, disappear off into the darkness of one section of the car yard, and Chuck and Mort split off and head into a separate section.
Oh.
Hey, Chuck,
Yeah?
you see the O'Neills? Hog sound.
Okay. Wild hogs.
Mort,
Wild hogs.
Yes.
when you're looking for the mummy,
Right.
don't call for him.
But how else?
No.
If I don't call for your mummy, you won't know we've come to save him. And also, his name is Ankhotep. Just say Ankhotep.
Hey, Mort,
Yes.
you call the mummy. You know who's going to hear you?
Who?
The ghost car.
Okay, I don't believe in a ghost car. Peg said ghosts can't die. Peg's like, they can't die. It's true. Come on, let's go.
Hang on. Did you believe in mummies before you met a mummy?
Yeah.
I mean, well,
He read about them in books.
shit.
Did I believe in mummy? You separate. Can I get you to make investigate rolls? Please, as you explore the car yard.
Sorry. 6.
That's good. That's a success. Boom.
Hey, that's a 6.
As you're wandering the car yard, you've headed off to to the left side, and this area is not the towers aren't stacked as high, and maybe there's a lot more sort of trucks and buses, and you start to hear a kind of muffled noise, a kind of muffled and a kind of bang 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 bang. Sounds like it's coming from within the kind of piles of cars.
Does that sound like a mummy to you? Does that sound like...
It sounds like someone who needs help at least.
Sounds like regular person noise rather than dead 1,000-year person noise.
It doesn't sound like Ankhotep. We should help.
You gonna investigate
Right?
it?
Yeah.
Right here. I'll get you to make an investigate roll for this one as well.
If they're a grown-up, maybe they're stronger.
We're plenty strong. I got 2 shivs now. I didn't roll a 6.
Okay, you
But I'll check.
begin trying to pinpoint the location of the sound, but you just can't make it out anywhere.
I also did not get a 6.
Neither of you can really figure out where this sound is coming from because maybe of all of the metal in the car yard, it just sort of echoes everywhere. To be honest, now that you're exploring this section, you're not even sure if it's coming from this section.
Peg, do you know where it's coming from?
Peg kind of like listens. She's like, no better than you guys. You can hear, not hear, you can see all of a sudden from within the car yard, a light go on. You can you see the distinct of a light turning on. It's very obvious as well because the car yard is so dark otherwise.
Who's up there?
I don't know. We should.
You do know that there is like a residential building in this sort of car yard, a place for whoever is looking after it and looking after the dogs to live.
Old Man Jenkins doesn't own anything.
No.
This is not Old
So
Man
the government will find him.
Old Man Jenkins is a roamer of the town, you know? What would you like to do?
We should check it out.
Be very careful,
We
though.
have to be very careful.
All right, you're
People are hardened criminals.
You're going to sneak towards it? All right, I'll get you to make sneak rolls, please.
Sorry, Cass.
You're right.
5, 6. That's a 6.
Hey.
Yeah, good. Fantastic. You crouch down low to the ground, trying to stay in the darkness, and you begin to move towards the light.
You got a 6. You got two
Two
sixes.
sixes.
Fantastic. The three of you crouch down, begin moving towards the light. And as you approach, you can kind of see that also you can see the van parked near the building. As you get closer, you can also hear the sound of something else moving in the darkness, a kind of shuffling. What would you like to do?
We know someone who shuffles.
Yeah, but he was in a... I don't think he's gotten away, do you?
The shuffling is getting closer to you, and it sounds like it's trying to keep quiet.
I gesture to all of our weapons, like we should draw them and face the noise,
Okay.
and maybe just start doing this.
All of a sudden, from around the side of the cars, something leaps out at you. What are you going to do?
Well, I'm still doing this.
Okay, can I get you to make a force body roll?
6.
Fantastic. And are you attacking as well?
Yeah, I'm going to
Oh,
attack too.
I'm attacking with my small knife here.
Yeah.
So
Also
then I
roll
get-
another 2, yeah.
Oh, wow.
They're both 6s. I got
All
3
right.
6s.
Hang on. I've got 5 and 2 and... Was it force?
Mm-hmm.
3. I'm attacking with my lacrosse shivs.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 6s.
So 6. Okay, so you can also you can impress, frighten, or humiliate, pin your opponent, take something from your opponent, knock them unconscious, or avoid any collateral damage. What would you like?
I want to impress someone.
Okay, you're trying to impress Peg, obviously?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I would like.
Gets that fucking hell, Tom.
I would like to pin the opponent.
Okay.
That seems like the most helpful thing.
As
I'm not thinking about helpful. I'm thinking about ladies.
Oh, no.
As someone bursts out or something bursts out from around the side of the car that you're creeping next to, you are absolutely at the ready. And you, maybe, Holly, you just leap on top of them and, like, push them to the ground, bring your knife up, maybe you stab down into where you think maybe will do the most damage, maybe the face. And very, very quickly you realize you are on the spindly small body of Mort Schofield. You slam your lacrosse stick into the legs of your opponent, and very quickly, from the "hey now," you realize that you're whamming Chuck in the legs.
How do I impress Peg with that?
Well, Peg's not so much impressed at your skill, but she just thinks it's funny, you know? In a way that is kind of to your benefit.
Dang it, Chuck.
Why are
Mort's
you
like,
here?
please don't kill me. What are you doing? Oh my God. I did what? Is it
Why?
because I was in here?
Why are you here? We were meant to be
splitting
splitting
up.
up.
We did split up, but then we couldn't find anything, so we came looking for you. But apparently you're all ready to attack anyone at a moment's notice.
Mort.
You should be too.
We're sneaking through a car yard, chasing 2 people who kidnapped a mummy who are dangerous criminals.
The moment you say that, you can hear movement from the house nearby. Maybe you hear the sound of a door opening, echoing through the car yard.
What was that?
Everybody shut up.
There was a door opening.
Shh,
Mort,
shut up. I will shank you.
and I will let her.
Maybe you've already, maybe there's like a little cut on Maud's head for where your shiv just touched him on the forehead.
Little
little bit of blood pouring down.
chubby little cheeks.
The kind of thing that Mort's not going to be able... You are never going to be allowed to see Mort again when his parents find out.
Oh, I don't want to.
Can I get you all to make sneak body rolls?
Hang on.
3 6s.
3 6s? Wow.
5.
Maybe you duck into the boot of a nearby car and just stay perfectly still.
1 6.
1 6? Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Everybody secures themselves away amongst the, built up cars and stays as still as is humanly possible. You then see leaving the building and walking amongst the cars, maybe with a flashlight, what is clearly Davy O'Neill. You see, maybe he's muttering to himself. Mama says, go out and look, see if there's someone. Clearly no one out here. We got the mummy, dang it, mama. Never say it to her face, obviously.
Am I hiding?
Yeah, you're all hiding very close to each other. Maybe you've ducked into a car.
Hey, Frog.
I know.
Do you remember that time that we tackled Cousin Trevor on his birthday real good? 'Cause it was both of us together.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna
He
count to
pissed his
3.
pants.
That's because you held a knife to his ball. You can't do that to people.
But maybe I can now.
Frog, you can now. We're gonna count to 3.
I try to like do a. Is Chuck also nearby?
Yeah, you're all literally sitting like driver's seat, passenger seat, 3 in the back in a car, like a burnt out shell of a car.
All right, I'm gonna count to 3, Chuck. Mark, you stay here.
Okay.
Peg, how you tackling people to the ground?
I'm okay.
No.
She might be good. She says she's okay. Peg, you can
1.
help if you like. Okay, all right. I'm counting down. I'm your older brother. God damn.
Dave, I can't. Davey, go out and have a look. See if there's anybody out there.
2,
Can't be anybody out there, Mama.
Now!
Do you all? What is the strategy here? Are you gonna
Bring
do
him to the
thing-
ground.
Are you gonna do the thing where one of you goes in front and one of you pushes him, or one of you goes behind and one of you pushes him? Are you gonna just all dogpile on him?
Well, what I imagine happening is, like the time where we knocked over Cousin Trevor.
and he
Of course.
pissed himself.
You with the knowledge of sticks and lacrosse and danger, you'll go for the leg so that he falls. I jump upwards onto the body and shank down.
Fabulous. Okay, can I get you to make a force body roll? And I'm gonna make that a move body roll for you, Cash. Because
Okay.
you're climbing another human being.
And I am trying to shank, so...
Well, I'm making a move body to climb on top, and then a force body to shank.
Okay.
And I've got no lacrosse stick. I'm just tackling, right?
Yeah. You're just tackling the legs. Okay, that's unfortunate.
What other time you helped that baby?
I remember, as
that's
I'm
right.
recalling the time that I made Cousin Trevor piss his pants because I worked as a team with my brother. I remember the time that I helped that bird by working as a team with nature and the world.
You clamber onto the back of Davy, who is
I got 2
eternally
6s
shocked.
too.
At that exact moment, your brother doesn't slam anything, just full-on body tackles Davy's legs. Now,
Surprise, fake cop.
can I get you to make a force body roll to shank him?
I want to... just a little shank.
Okay, just
Not-
roll. If you're not...
A warning shank.
Yeah, of course.
We're bringing him to the ground. The idea is that like Chuck and Peg then get his arms.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I want him to be like, ow, that hurts.
Yeah.
And he knows I mean business. No.
Because he isn't you will go to jail.
I got a 6.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe you don't even stab him. You just make him know that you've got a shiv.
He knows.
He falls bodily to the ground, and you have his legs whole, and then Peggy and Chuck come out from the darkness and grab his arms. He is pinned to the ground. Oh no! Oh heck! Oh, Mama was right.
Make him quiet.
I put the knife on his lips, so if he talks, he
Oh,
will get his lips cut off.
Okay, kids.
Dave O'Neill.
Do you want money? I can give you money.
No, we came from another word that starts with M&M's and Y.
What a cool line.
Can I roll to impress Peg?
Sure, make a charm roll.
That's cool.
Is
No,
she
that's
impressed
cool.
by your wordplay? We'll see.
Oh.
Yes!
That gives a little chuckle. That's funny.
Oh, I'm winning so much after not
Yeah.
knowing how museums or deserts worked earlier.
Kids, I can give you $100. You can get out of here, get out of our hair. Don't worry about it.
No, we're not here for money. We're here for mummy.
Okay.
Give him
Where
back.
is he?
Mama! He starts yelling. Mama! Mama!
I start pushing the knife into his lips.
Mama! Okay. Can I get you to make... Are you cutting his lips or just intimidating him?
Just like this one.
Yeah.
Shh,
Okay.
But with a knife.
I'll get you to make a charm roll because I'm going to call that intimidating.
Oh my god, you're terrifying.
Well, if he was quiet, he wouldn't need this. I got 2 6s.
Does he piss himself like Cousin Trevor? Is it suddenly warm on my chest?
It's too dark to tell.
I'm on his legs.
Maybe it's not too dark to tell for you.
You just piss yourself, sir?
He doesn't say anything. There's
He
a knife
shouldn't.
on his lips.
I know you want your mama
Peg's
alive.
Peg's like, fuck. Peg's like, should we move him somewhere quiet, do you think?
Put him in the boot.
Well, somewhere, we want to talk to him, don't we?
Yeah.
Oh, should we take him to his mama since he wants her so bad? I'm sure we'll find mama and mommy
Holly,
together.
Holly,
Yeah.
we need to know what we're going in for. Peg's actually got quite a good idea.
You hear like a shuffling sound, and then you can
Peg's got a
see
good idea.
squatting like this at the front of Davey's unconscious body is Mort. He starts slapping him on the side of the head. Where's my mommy?
Mort,
Mort, stop! Stop!
Mort.
He was my best friend.
That's
No, he wasn't. He was tired. Mort, he's still tired. He wants to go to bed. Where's the esophagus?
you put a knife up to it.
I lift a bit.
Where's the what?
The esophagus.
What she mean?
The mummy, idiot. Where's
The
the
mummy house. Where the mummy lives.
That's a pyramid.
I forgot the word and he needs to go to bed. He needs to go to bed. Where are you going to... How are you doing that? Tell me how he goes to bed.
Davey's like,
How do you make mama sleep?
Davey's like, do you mean the sarcophagus? It's inside with all the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna tell the police about what you did.
You can't do that with no lips, so shut up.
Also, didn't you steal all this stuff?
Well, I think cutting off a man's lips is a bigger crime.
We're not going to cut off your lips.
They're not
Also,
going to find your lips.
You're Holly, that's a line that we talk about sometimes, Frog.
I might.
I don't want no Frog.
Are you children going to kill me?
We haven't decided yet.
Fuck. Poor Davey.
He's a thief and a villain in a kid's show. He's a piece of shit.
He deserves to die. I'm with you. Peg's like, well, what are we gonna do then? It's inside.
What's inside with our friend, the mummy?
Yes. Who is alive, apparently.
Davey here is going to give me a piggyback ride, and he's going to lead us in.
Okay.
Stand up, Davey.
Davey stands up.
I jump on his back and put my knife across his throat. Don't go fast.
Davey very gently and very carefully.
You did anything to hurt my sister? You wish I'd let her kill you.
Do anything to hurt your sister. If your sister does anything to hurt me.
You're a criminal.
I'm
You're
not-
a bad man.
Okay.
We're Batman. You're bad.
He shuffles towards, with all of you kids following behind him, the building in the car yard. You can see that the lights are on, and you can see somebody shuffling and moving about inside. You can actually see two people. One of them is tall. You recognize this as presumably Ankhotep.
What is he dressed in?
You can't see him. It's just a silhouette.
Oh, okay.
But is it a silhouette of a man or is it a silhouette of a sheet?
Did they not undress him?
No, it's a mummy.
Okay.
It seems as though they've taken the sheet off him.
But he's still got his pharaoh hat on.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, that's not what it's called.
No, it's called a dress. But yes,
Tutankhamun.
as you
I'm
approach,
trying to make a pun out of Tutankhamun and realize there is no hat
Tutankhamun?
in the middle.
as you approach this building, it becomes clear that this is sort of like a shipping container, or that sort of style of building. It's very utilitarian, and it has a front door and that one window, through which you can see the two silhouettes. Davey kind of leans up to you. He's like, "Mama's not going to be happy you're on me. I think this is a bad idea for you two, for you five."
Your mama got a gun?
Yes. Of course Mama has a gun. I have a gun, but you have a knife to my throat.
If she shoots you, you fall.
Dave, give me a gun.
Davey reaches into his pockets, and then he throws the gun as far as he can away into the car yard.
I twist the knife so that it's flat and start choking him.
All right, forced body. God, if you kill a man tonight, like, this'll end happy, but you'll go to juvie. That's crazy.
I do a 6. I'm not trying to kill him.
No, nevertheless, you're choking an adult. You pull the knife up against the throat of Davey O'Neill, and he immediately starts kind of gagging, kind of going like,
You gonna stop being stupid?
he's gagging on a knife.
I release it a bit so he can talk.
I'll do what you say. I'm
twist
just
it
warning
back.
you. I'm just warning you. All right. Davey,
Okay, is your mama gonna shoot us through you?
would you like me to open the door?
I have an idea. It's a little bit dumb. But what I want you to do is, when we open the door,
Is the shipping container on the ground?
Yes.
It's flat on the ground.
Flat on the ground, yeah.
Right.
okay, I got an idea. When we get there, Frog, you're gonna let go and push yourself like. You know when you used to do gymnastics for a little bit before we decided that was for losers?
Yeah, they really didn't like that I cut up the mat.
Okay, so it's like when you're in gymnastics, you're gonna jump right back off, and I got a very good plan. Nobody go inside the container. Mort, whatever you do,
Mo puts up his hands. I'll do what you tell me.
But what about Ankhotep?
he's gonna be fine.
All right. You approach the shipping container. Davey is about to open the door. You're going to leap off his back.
Yep.
All right, make a force body roll.
Basically, as he steps in,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
jump
yeah.
off.
So he puts his hand on the handle of the door, turns it, and opens it.
6.
And at that moment, Holly, you launch off his back like a springboard and land in the dirt and the dust on the ground around the cars.
Hey, Ankhotep, do what you did to Mr. Duncan.
You hear maybe quietly from inside. Well, quietly because he's far away, but it's a very familiar sound. And then the entire car yard, the floor of it, the ground of it, starts to sort of become sand.
Climb.
The whole car yard. So you're right. All of the cars are sinking into the sand. Can I get you to make force body rolls to start climbing out?
Force.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Move. I cooked that. Move body rolls.
Oh,
You made a
same.
6.
Yep.
Same.
6.
Yeah. Holly, you grab onto one of the cars and you begin climbing up as the sand becomes a whirlpool,
6. Oh, thank
dragging
God.
everything into it. You follow suit, Hall, climbing onto the cars after your sister. You're followed by the rest of the mummy gang who begin climbing as well. Davey rushes inside and you can see him come out with Mama O'Neill and Ankhotep, who they have by the wrist. Ankhotep's looking up at you. Kind of, it's hard to tell with Ankhotep's expression, but he kind of looks like, they're leaving me. Ankhotep.
Can you do anything else cool, Ankhotep?
Ankhotep shrugs at you. The shipping container is beginning to sink into the sand as well.
With Mama and Davey in it?
They are also climbing onto some other nearby car towers.
Where's your esophagus?
Ankhotep! It's questioning. He doesn't know what you mean.
Mommy bed. Where do you sleep?
Can I get you to make a charm roll to get across to Ankhotep that you want to know where his sarcophagus is?
Where's Mommy bed is?
2 6s.
All right. Ankhotep looks at you with a brief moment of incomprehension, but then his eyes widen. With his other hand that's not being held by the O'Neills, he points into the car yard, and you can scan the car yard and see beyond you, beyond the kind of moving and gyrating maze of cars, is the van that the O'Neills have arrived in. Ankhotep.
Okay.
Yes.
So he actually can't do anything else.
No, this is Ankhotep's one power. Yes.
What about the scarabs and the hieroglyphs?
Oh, he can make
Yeah.
scarabs and he can make hieroglyphs appear in the air and scarabs come out of taps. I don't know if either of them are super useful for you right now.
Make bugs come out of the mouths of the O'Neills.
Ankhotep points towards the sand, and you can see where his hand is pointing. Out of the swirling whirlpool come a whole bunch of chittering, like scarab beetles, black and clickety-clack with their bodies. They are kind of mixing in with the sand. You don't know how much it's helping, though. The O'Neills have now managed to climb most to the top of one of the car towers in the car maze, with Ankhotep kind of being dragged along behind the two of them.
Why do you want the Mommy?
You yelling that across the... I'll get you to make a charm roll just because it's quite a distance and everything is sort of shifting and moving in the sand.
Damn.
They don't seem to be able to hear you. They seem to be heading for the car as well.
He said, "Why do you want the mommy?" Never mind.
Can I get you to make a move body roll as this particular tower of cars starts to shift into the sand and sink deeper?
No.
Okay.
Hey!
I got
Hey.
2 6s.
You see, as your sister begins to slide off the cars and fall. You see, maybe as Holly, you fall, you grab onto the door of one of the cars, which swings open, and you're hanging above the swirling sand whirlpool.
Can I use the other 6 to try to... I'm going to try to rescue
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I'll make that a force body
Frog,
roll.
don't you dare let go, or I'm gonna be grounded for life.
He won't even miss me.
I'll miss you.
Okay,
6.
you reach your hand down, grab Holly, and shift her back on top of the car. But I'm going to need to get you both to make another move body roll to leap onto another car tower.
6. Okay.
Okay, you're fine, you're fine. You leap onto another car tower. I assume you're heading towards the van?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Is that a 6?
Yeah, that's a 6. We'll call that. It was up in the corner, but we'll call it.
Sixes.
You and the rest of the mummy gang leave this car tower behind, and you watch as it sinks deep into the sand to who knows where behind you. You begin scaling another one, and you can see that you're kind of going concurrently with the O'Neills towards the van. Seems like whoever gets there first is really going to be able to make the decision as to the next step in Ankhotep's life. Does he get to go to sleep forever in his sarcophagus, as is his dream, or is he taken and sold on the black market? I'll get you to make another... Well, you can either make a move body roll to climb towards the car, or I'll let you make another roll to impact in some way the O'Neills. So you could throw something at them.
I want to try and do that.
Okay, sure. What would you like to specifically do? Because you can slow them down in some way. You could throw something at them. You could try to charm them, distract them. What would you like to do?
Throw your lacrosse stick like a javelin.
Oh, I was going to yell something, so I might do that other one. I was going to yell like, oh my God, it's a ghost car.
It's up to you.
No, I'm going to try charm.
Yeah, no worries.
I mean, it's rhetorical.
I knew what you meant.
Cash is 1. I
Yeah.
want to do that.
Yes, I hear you.
What is
Force
that?
body.
Force body?
Yep.
Oh, it's so many numbers. 5.
Yeah.
2. And it's lacrosse.
Yeah.
Oof.
2 6s.
2 6s. You maybe like take a brief moment, steady yourself on the shifting, moving car tower, and as it shifts, the echoing, terrible groan of metal grinding on metal is terrifying. But you take a step, steady yourself, and maybe
Just before I throw it, it's like under my breath. I see manifold reading do this.
Maybe as you say that, you feel Chuck kind of grab you by the back to support you, and Peg grab you by the back as well. You heft back your lacrosse stick like a javelin and hurl it. It goes in a beautiful, perfect arc. The kind of thing that if you were swinging a lacrosse ball, you would be so happy with this play.
Damn, that's beautiful.
You watch it slam into the leg of Davy O'Neill. And by into, I mean through. Davy screams out in pain and falls down to the ground.
He's having a bad day.
You watch as Mama O'Neill and Ankhotep just leave him in the dust. You watch as Davy O'Neill, lying on the car, just begins to slip off it, clutching at his leg. Mama O'Neill and Ankhotep climb onto the next car tower and off.
That was a worse crime than mine. Go for the mama.
Okay, next time I will.
All right, well, you can go for the mama, but that will slow you guys down.
No, now I'd like to speed up again.
No worries. I'll get you to make a move body roll, please.
Oh, this is stressful. And I can't.
6.
6, you're fine. You are like a little spider, Holly. You and Mort is also similarly spider-like. You're climbing through the cars and over the top of bonnets, through back seats. Unfortunately, your brother is struggling.
Don't you remember how lucky you are, though?
Oh, I'm lucky I can reroll 1.
Yeah.
Remember how you're lucky?
Yeah, I am. No, I'm not. I rolled worse.
But does he remember how I'm lucky for him?
I'll let you make a leadership roll
Okay.
to look after your brother. Maybe as you climb onto the car tower, you watch as your brother gets his foot stuck in between some jagged metal. And you know that if you wrench your leg out, you will take some kind of damage. You'll start bleeding and it'll slow you down. So you probably feel like you should help him out. I'll let you make a leadership roll to give him a hand. You are lucky, though.
I am lucky.
Okay.
But how
still
lucky
lucky.
am I?
Still lucky.
Oh, not that lucky.
I watch
Okay.
you get your leg stuck and I think, ooh.
Maybe you go over and you grab hold of Hall's hand and you start to try and wrench him out of where he's stuck.
No, Frog, that hurts.
It has to come out.
I'll let you make a I'll call it a move roll, move body to try and unhinge your leg. Unhinge your leg.
Yeah,
Try and get it out of where it's become trapped.
Oh, thank God.
2 sixes.
Okay, you slide your leg out, but the O'Neills have quite a bit of pace on you. They are at the car first.
Jackson, I think you mean to say the O'Neill.
That's right. Mama O'Neill and Ankhotep have quite a bit more pace on you, and they've arrived at the car. I'll let you make one. You can either jump down, take a bit of damage, or, well, you kind of got no other option. Or you can let them get away, I guess.
No. I'm going to jump down.
All right. You don't have to make a roll for it. You jump down, but you are now, let me get the exact condition.
Upset, scared, exhausted, injured.
You're injured.
Broken.
You're injured.
What is
Broken?
Broken means that you can't take any more actions. And you're going to need to find your anchor, you, your brother, and you, Coach Donovan, which will be difficult at this time. So you're at a -4 dice for a lot of the things you do now. Or a -4, yeah, totally, for, a lot of things you do now. Because your legs are very sore.
Ow.
But
I've like rolled an ankle.
Yeah,
right?
you've all kind of rolled an ankle or jarred a bone, but you have arrived at the van. You were standing facing off against Mama O'Neill and Ankhotep, standing on either side of the van. Maybe you're lined up. Maybe you're taking this moment to like hold your weapons out. Maybe you've got a shiv at the ready.
I've got the other half of the cross
Yeah,
stick.
Peg's holding out the pencil you sharpen, and even Mort's got his fists up like this, like he's ready to fight, should it come to that. Mama O'Neill's like, I don't know what any of you are so concerned about this mummy. I don't know why it matters to any of you. It shouldn't. Ankhotep is just standing there. Ankhotep. But I'm going to take him away, and you're going to just go home and pretend none of this ever happened.
What are you going to do with him?
I'm going to sell him, of course.
With the sarcophagus?
Yes, I'll sell that as well.
Together?
I'll sell him separately because he is an alive mummy, so he is worth a lot of money as he is.
Is Davey alive?
You do not know where Davy is, and behind you, all of the car towers are sinking into the world.
Can I look for Davey?
Oh, yeah, I'll make that an investigate roll, sure.
Can I throw my small knife?
Oh, so what do I roll with this, Jackson?
You would roll investigate -4 dice.
Oh, no.
Oh,
You-
wow.
You scan, but your legs are in such pain from rolling your ankle that you just cannot see a thing.
Jesus.
I'll get you to make a force body roll if you're going to throw your shiv at Mama O'Neill.
No, I should probably run up and shank her.
Okay. That's totally fine as well.
Does that
Maybe.
move and then?
Is that moving?
Oh, no, I'll call that just. I'll call that force body. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So you maybe in the middle of.
No, hang on. Oh, wait, are you injured too?
Yeah, she is. You all jump down.
Oh.
So take 4 dice away from that and roll again.
So take the 4 that weren't 6.
Take the 4 that weren't the 6.
Yeah.
6!
You maybe in the middle of Mama O'Neill being like, I don't know why I'm gonna leave and you'll never. But she just doesn't get to finish her sentence because you run up and shank her right in the calf. She falls down on her knee and she's like, I'm an old woman. Why would you stab me like that?
You're a bad lady.
That is the first person I've ever actually stabbed.
Maybe
And it has shaken me.
Polly, maybe you just sit back in the ground like, wow, that was intense. Everybody's kind of
I
staring
thought it
at
would
you
feel different.
with a bit of fear and a bit of maybe they're a little bit impressed as well.
Are you okay, Frog?
Mama O'Neill gets up and
okay?
pulls out a gun.
We're children, you can't do that.
I'm an old woman. You can't shoot me. Now I'm going to get in this car
We don't have a
and
gun.
I'm going to drive away. And none of this ever happened. What would you like to do?
Are you gonna take the mummy with you?
Of course I'm going to take the mummy with me. He's my property. Maud. He's not having this.
Oh, no.
Your property. He's our property.
Technically, he's the property of Egypt, but that's
Let
okay.
him go.
How dare you take that mummy from me? That mummy's the only friend I ever had. You know? This mummy comes into my life and all of a sudden, for once, it's sunshine and roses. You know how I got these people around me, these other kids, to even spend time with me? Was by saying that, oh, I'll tell nobody that they came to my birthday party. That's a pretty rough pact, lady. And then you're going to take away the only friend that's ever been kind to me, this mummy. No. Maud is just like creeping towards her with an accusatory finger. She's down on one knee, clutching at her leg. She's very distracted. Yes.
Sneak
Yeah, sure. Make a sneak body roll. You can do it as well, if you'd like.
I got a 6.
That's fine. Peg and Chuck are also sneaking around the side behind the woman.
As she's distracted, can I make a force body roll to try to just knock the gun out of her hand?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hang on, minus what?
-4.
4. Great, cool.
God, we're so weak.
Oh no!
You go up to the old woman and slam your hand into her gun, but unfortunately she keeps her grip on it. But at that moment, you can have an action if you'd like.
Pin her with my knife trick.
Okay, what you did to Davy?
Yes.
Sure. You clamber onto the back and let's get a force body roll in there.
And that's still -4, yeah?
Oh yeah, you're -4 until
But
you...
+2 because I got the knife.
That's true. Oh, that is rough. You try to climb onto the back of the old woman, but unfortunately, she's not having it. She tries to stand up and get into the car. You can have another action if you'd like.
I'm going to try to tackle her again.
Yeah, absolutely. Force body.
If I get the other half of the cross stick, can I just use that to
Yeah,
club her?
absolutely.
It's a scoop in.
Yeah, you can take the you can take
I'll
the 2 dice for that.
I'll take the 2 extra
Yeah.
for that. Come on, smack you with a scoop.
Hell
2
yeah.
sixes.
Would you like to take the bonus of knocking her unconscious, given that you got an extra 6?
I'm kidding. I would love to knock her unconscious.
I nearly died.
Everybody is grabbing hold of her and trying to hold her down, while Smort waggles an accusatory finger in her face. And maybe at that moment, you just come up behind her and almost unceremoniously whop her in the back of the head with this the top half of your lacrosse stick. She falls flat on her face on the ground. It's just you guys, unconscious Mama O'Neill, and Ankhotep. Ankhotep does this with his hand, and the whirlwind stops. Ankhotep.
We gotta be fast. We don't know how long she'll be out for.
Ankhotep goes to the back of the van and opens it up, and you can see a beautiful glittering sarcophagus. Ankhotep.
That's your bed?
He nods.
We should tie this lady up.
Ankhotep. He shrugs.
Chuck, you still got that chain?
Chuck nods, and he begins chaining the old woman up.
Can we see Davy?
No, now that you look around and things have settled, you cannot see Davy.
Hey, Jackson.
Yeah.
Did we kill a man?
I don't think you killed... Well, in a way, yes.
That's going to be a good college essay.
The time I killed a man protecting my mummy friend. Can I get you all to make force body rolls to pull the sarcophagus out? You can take an extra dice because both Peg and Chuck are helping you. So you can take an extra dice each.
Great.
Oh.
Didn't
Wait,
help.
we're still -4, yeah?
Yeah. Until you spend an hour alone with your anchor.
I got a 6.
Okay, you're not really helping, but you've just knocked a woman unconscious for the first time, so maybe you're just taking a breather. But everybody else pulls the coffin out, the sarcophagus out, lays it on the ground, and opens it up. Ankhotep turns to all of you. You can see maybe Mama O'Neill is chained up against a car, kind of like, maybe she's awake, but she just can't do anything. She's sort of incapacitated. Ankhotep turns to all of you, and he puts his big mummy hands, which are still encased in like motorbike gloves, and he's still wearing cowboy boots, against his heart, and he says, Ankhotep. Maybe he puts his hands out and he takes yours in his. Ankhotep.
How cold are his hands?
They're
Ankhotep.
freezing. Ankhotep.
Ankhotep.
He goes to each of you in turn, and then he goes over to the coffin. Mort is standing over the coffin. You can see a tear in Mort's eyes. Ankhotep looks up at him and he says, Ankhotep. You're all gathered around the sarcophagus. Ankhotep lies back, puts his hands like this across his chest, and closes his eyes. But maybe before he goes, he looks at each of you in turn and he says, friends.
Oh. I pat Mort.
You all, maybe arms around each other together, close the sarcophagus lid. A still comes over you like something you haven't experienced since you first encountered Ankhotep so long ago at Mort's party. And there's just like a quietness from within the sarcophagus. Eventually, you can hear the sound of police sirens. You think that Chuck Rivers' many brothers, probably suspecting that something illegal was going down at some point.
And their brother
called
in the police force, Chuck.
Well, exactly. Officer Chuck. Officer Chuck Rivers.
Deputy Chuck Rivers.
The police sheriff, Chuck Rivers. These are all different cops. The police,
Only one of them is related to Chuck Rivers.
all the police pull up and you are illuminated by the lights. A bunch of bedraggled kids. Like immediately now that there are a whole bunch of adults around you, adults who are authoritative figures, you realize what an intense situation you have found yourselves in.
Oh, shit. Hey, Frog.
Yeah.
You all right?
Uh-huh. I try and clean my knife on my pants.
The police come in.
You stabbed a lady.
Uh-huh.
They
I'm
put
real proud of
blankets
you,
around
Frog.
you.
Oh, thank you.
And the five of you are kind of put, not in like a terrible way, but you're put in the back of a police van to be returned to your parents whilst the police deal with the crime scene. The five of you are sitting in the back of a police van, blankets around your shoulders, staring at each other. Mort's like, well, Mort, I guess of everybody, looks the saddest.
We did a good thing, Mort.
I miss him, though. Now I have no friends.
Hey, Mort,
Yes?
if you like, you can say you spent Halloween with us.
I'll say I spent Halloween with you, Mort. I touch his shoulder.
Peg's like, well, okay, yeah, I guess. And people have seen me with you anyway. I suppose. I suppose I spent Halloween with you too. You can say it. Chuck's like, you could never. I was always okay with you saying it. I don't mind at all. And together, the five of you ride away in the back of a police van on one of the greatest Halloweens of your life. Well, thank you so much for joining us on My Summer with Ankhotep. And until next time, I've been your storyteller, Jackson Bailey.
I've been Cass.
And I've been Tom.
Good night.